Right. Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for coming tonight. I'd just like to introduce myself quickly. My name is Moo. I'm a mother of 4 and a widow, and I've been in this company since December 2018. I would love to introduce my very good friend, Paula Middleton, who introduced me to this company. I met Paula about 4 years ago. And when I say met, I didn't actually meet her. I saw her on stage and she was giving a speech, and I was absolutely awestruck by her. And I couldn't get anywhere near her because everybody was crowding around her. So I sort of stalked her a little bit. I added her on Facebook and we just started chatting. And then in December, I saw her posts about travel, and I'm like, what are you doing, Paula? This sounds really exciting. So when she told me, I was like, oh my God, I'm in. Didn't really think twice about it. I said, I'll get back to you in a couple of days. Spoke to my children and I phoned her back and I was straight in. But Paula is amazing, and I'd love to welcome Paula to the stage now.
Thank you, Moo. Introduction. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've known each other for quite a while now, haven't we? And I remember the event that you're talking about because I was shaking like a leaf. And I actually, part of what I was discussing on that stage was about my family and my children being the main reason that I do pretty much everything. So I actually dragged 2 of my children on stage with me as well. So yeah, it's been awesome to meet you, Moo. I know that you've been through such a journey yourself. So thank you everyone for jumping on. I mentioned we've had a lot of things happening lately. The past few months the past few weeks actually, we've had about over 4,000 people join us within our travel club, and that's how exciting things are at the moment. So a little bit about me. My name's Paula Middleton, as Moo said. I'm from Manchester in the UK. I've got 4 children. And the reason that travel appeals to me is partly because of my emotional health. All of my adult life, I have struggled with mental health issues. And when I've always dreamed of traveling, but never had the guts to do it, and my depression wouldn't allow me to do it at that time. So when I was 21, I got up the courage and I went to New York for my first long haul holiday. And it blew me away. It was absolutely amazing. But not only was it good when I was there, but the anticipation of going on that holiday helped me feel better. So from there, I realized that my goal, one of my life goals, was to actually see the world. What happened then, it wasn't really my emotions that got in the way, it was the practicalities, because I met my husband, had 4 children, and the affordability of me taking 4 children around the world, you can imagine, was slowly going out the window. So then I found this wonderful company that I'm going to talk to you about tonight, and it changed everything, absolutely everything, and you'll see why in just a second. I'm going to share my screen and go through some slides with you, and then at the end of the presentation, if you've got any questions, unmute yourself or put it in the chat and we'll be able to answer any questions you've got. Won't be a moment. So let's get this show on the road. Okay, so this is a big question. Have you ever dreamed of making money from the comfort of your own home? It's something that a lot of people right now are thinking about, and we've got a simple and proven system that can actually help you do exactly that. It's easy to get started. We even allow you to do it for free for 30 days, a whole month of testing our system, see if it works for you. And what's happening with our members when they're choosing to then go on to earn from this option, they're actually being paid on time every single week. There's never one that's been missed, never a payment been missed. And there's millions being paid out every month. I think last month, one of our business partners actually saw a $30,000 month, which was absolutely incredible. It's totally free to get started. And at the last count, I think we're in 42 countries around the world. So it's absolutely everywhere, but we've still got lots of places to go. And you're going to be part of that. So the recent global events, as you know, what's been happening around here, we've been in the UK especially, we've had lockdown with the pandemic and the stuff that's happening. There has been a disruption to most people. And a lot, we talked before we went on live to Catherine, a lot of us have had to pivot the way that we work, and we've actually had to move our workplaces into our homes. Now, it's actually turning out to be quite a blessing for some people. I've spoke to quite a lot of people that have actually decided that might be the way forward for them. And it's not just you guys on here that's happening to. If you look on Google Trends, which is something that tells you what you're searching for on Google, there's millions at the moment looking at work from home opportunities and finding out how they can stay at home because of what's happening. It's disrupted everyone. So we're going to show you how to make money from home using social media. All you'll need is as little as 5 minutes a day to start, and you can test our proven system. You can do it for free. So we've got so much confidence that you're going to love what you see, we'll actually let you have a test drive anyway. So the old way of doing things, you would have to trade your time for money. So it would be you give me your time and I'll give you my money, I'll pay you. And that's in what we call a job, just over broke or jumping out of bed. And what a lot of people are now realizing since the recent events is that they don't want to be building someone else's dream. They actually want to build their own. And there's opportunities to do exactly that. We don't have to follow the out of date sort of ways of going to school. I mean, I did this. I went to school, I went to college, I went to university, I studied psychology to help with my own emotional health. Who knew all I needed to find was a travel club and it would have changed everything? But we are expected to do certain things like go to school, get a degree, get a job, and trade time for money. And people are just realizing they don't want to do that anymore. This is Tony Robbins, and he gets it. He totally understands how this all works. I mean, he said here, you're already a financial trader. You might not think of it in this way, but if you work for a living, you're trading your time for money. Frankly, it's just about the worst trade you can make. Who can relate to that? I really can. I worked in a corporate job for a long time, and although it was okay, pay was okay, but I was always doing it for others. It was never just for me, and that's something that I was really missing. There's not enough time at the minute for us to have the finances that we want and also the life that we want. So you might know someone that's got the big house, the mansion on the hill. You might know someone that's got the top car or more than one, but they won't have that much time with their loved ones. They may not be making all those memories because they're working to get those things. You might know someone else who's not got much money, and or not got many things. They've not got the material things, and yet they've also got no money to do anything with. So it's finding that balance, and people are desperately looking for that balance. We have a bit of a running joke within our team. Whenever anyone's out doing things that they want to do, like traveling, like out with the kids, we kind of, if we're interrupting them for any reason, it's kind of like, how dare you have a life? Because that's what we want. We all want a life, don't we? The game of life is about to stop trading time for money. Learning how to stop trading time for money. It's exactly right. So there's a new way of thinking. I'm going to move that over there. There is a new way of thinking, and I'm going to show you how to stop doing the old things that are not really working for everyone anymore. There's an e-revolution going on, and we're empowering you to take back control of your own destiny in some ways. There's some stats on this slide. Now, I want to refer to the UK. On the Sunday Times Rich list, 1,000 entrepreneurs that are on that rich list, 94% are self-made. That means they've not inherited anything. They've worked their backsides off to build a business that then gives them a financial security that we can only dream of. And entrepreneurship is absolutely huge. I don't think we give it the credit that we should, because it's bigger than what we think. You're going to be able to, 62% as well of the 585 billionaires in the US are also self-made. I mean, it speaks volumes, doesn't it? 8 in 10 working millionaires are self-employed as well. So yeah, it's a pretty exciting place to be. Do you recognize any of these names? I'm sure that you do. When we're looking at these, Uber, Just Eat, well, oh, I forgot there, Deliveroo. All these companies have basically tapped into the new way of doing things. They're not looking at the old things that used to work, that used to inspire people. They're actually looking at the new way of doing things, and it's pretty exciting, because if we consider someone like Airbnb, they basically, with Airbnb, you're renting out a room, or you might have a garage that you've changed into a bedroom. You could rent that out, make some money, takes a little time up, but you're earning, and you're earning from home. It's pretty powerful, really. And then if we're looking at sorry, I've got hay fever really badly. Can you get us a drink of water, Steve? Sorry, guys. And if we're looking at eBay, I mean, people are selling stuff on eBay all the time. Has anyone ever sold anything on eBay? Put your hands up if you have. I have. It's something that's really simple to use and really easy to do. Personally, I think it took me a little bit too long to get stuff sold on there, so it doesn't really suit me. But I know that people do make businesses on there. Excuse me. The only thing is, not all businesses are created equal. So those might be good businesses for certain people, but they're not for everyone. So you've got to kind of check out what's going to work for you. Now, if I were to, I've actually got a genie lamp, and because I've had to rush in here, I've left it out there. But if I were to get a genie lamp, if I were to rub it, and a genie pops out and grants you unlimited wishes for business, what would you wish for? I'm going to go through some of the suggestions that you might want. So, turnkey business. Is it a turnkey business where everything is done for you? So, well, I'll just go through these. So, is it a turnkey business where practically everything's done for you? We have that. Is it a free business? Would you be able to start with no money? So there's zero startup costs, there's zero overheads. We've got that. Again, the overheads, would you be able to run your business every single month without having to worry about the bills coming in for your business? Yes, we've got that. Would it be an online business that you can build person to person or through social media? I mentioned before, we're going to teach you how to use social media. Yes, we've got that. Would it be a business that doesn't actually have physical products? So you've not got a garage full of a certain product that you have to try and sell. You're not selling anything. You don't have to ship anything. So I mentioned eBay before. So you go to the post office, you're sending your stuff out, saves all that time because you're not shipping anything. we've got that. Is it a product that you're going to love? Is it a product that everyone else is going to love? And can you get it for the lowest price around? Yep. Yep. Is it fun and exciting? I don't know, guys. Is it fun and exciting? Yes. Would you want a business that's fun and exciting? I know that I would. And it's not, and I'm going to do that tick because it's not just for that. It's for children as well. My children, I want them to experience the world. There's a lot to see out there. I don't believe in education just being in those 4 brick walls of a school. I know they're not in school right now, but you get what I mean. I want them to be traveling the world, and I don't know what's going to happen after all of this is done with, but I do know when we get to travel again, that's the first thing I'll be doing with my children. So what's the industry that you would have your dream business in? Would you want a business that's in the largest industry in the world? Do you think that might help? Yes, that's what we have. So if you're wondering, a lot of people think about businesses and how sustainable they are, and whether or not it's something that's stable or whether it's a flash in the pan. Now, if you look at these companies here, I'm sure you recognize pretty much all of them, if not most. If you're wondering about the sustainability of our company, it's part of the single biggest industry in the world, and I'm smiling because it really excites me. Okay, so if you considered airlines plus cruise lines, if you considered both those industries together, we are still bigger than that. If you're considering the second, third and fourth industries all together, which is gas and oil, food and pharmaceuticals all together, we are still bigger than that. That's how big this industry is. So if you're thinking that it's something that could crumble at any moment, I can assure you that's not going to happen. So these are the 10 largest companies, online companies in the world. You can see Google, Facebook, I'm sure we've all got an account, Amazon, Netflix, everybody's been doing a bit of Netflix lately. 2 of these companies are in the travel industry, which leaves us a clue as to the potential successes that we can look for in this company. So we're going to be teaching you how to beat the bad boys, basically, working from home. These 2 companies are in the top 10, but we're going to help you learn. We're going to help you with a different option. I know what you're going to say. We can't travel right now. I completely understand that. But you know, I mentioned before about the anticipation of going to New York and how excited it made me and how much it made me feel better in my own mind. That's what everyone's feeling right now.
Yeah.
And you know, when you've been on holiday and you get home and you're getting those holiday blues, that's what we have been feeling. But now we're getting closer to being able to get on that plane. It really is striking a chord with people, and that's why we're exploding at the moment. So let's see. Yeah, our company does 3 things very, very well. They help people travel for less, travel for free, and with our membership program, they help you get paid to travel. Now, does that not appeal? I mean, who would it not appeal to? It's absolutely genius. We are pretty popular, but we have part of the reason people are jumping on this is because we have, excuse me, a ready-made system that's online. It takes 5 minutes per day. No experience is needed. And we hold your hand every step of the way. We teach you, we train you, we give you everything that you could possibly need to have success within the travel space, which is huge. So even if you did 1%, if you got 1% success, you'd be where most of the guys on here are getting close to. And that is, you would be in profit. Because what you would do, as Mahmouda, we're going to have a chat with Mahmouda at the end, but Mahmouda will vouch for this. Mahmouda never intended to use this membership as a business. However, she shared with friends the benefits of what we have with our membership. And do you know, they just jumped straight in. And because of that, and all the other members on the call, at that point, when 4 are starting to use their memberships with you, you're in profit, you're earning enough every single day to pay for your membership. So your membership is in effect free, which also then means that you're going on virtually free vacations. So not only are you not paying a monthly membership, you're also going on vacations, 7 nights, 8 days to places, 4, 5-star, absolutely beautiful resorts all over the world. And you're doing it for virtually nothing. I mean, that's pretty powerful. But what's happening then is, you can imagine, can you think of 4 friends that you know that like to travel? Do you think they'd like a free membership as well? Of course they would. So they naturally talk to others about it. And when we help you help your 4 get their 4, you're then a 1-star director, we call it. And what that means is an extra $400 to $700 per month. Now in sterling, that works out about 300 to 500 pounds per month. Would that help you? Would that help you? I mean, that you could use that for anything, because that money goes straight onto a card where, as I mentioned before, everybody is paid on time every single time. That's a big help to a lot of people, especially at the moment. But do you think those are going to want to get free memberships as well? They are. So we've already helped your 4 get 4. We're then going to help their 4 get 4. And we're going to help them do that again. And at that point, you're then what's known as a 2-star director. But this is starting to be very interesting, because these kind of figures now actually could replace a part-time, potentially full-time income, depending on what your wage is. I know that in the UK right now, there are quite a lot of low-paid workers. It potentially could replace an income, which is mind-blowing. So that's $1,500 to $2,500 per month. And remember what you're doing here. You're going on free holidays. You're only chatting with your friends, family, new connections about the fact that you get free holidays. And we've already taught you how to use social media to the best advantage to get your message out there. So it's really, really powerful. Let me just, yeah, so she looks pretty happy. I think she'd be happier on a beach. But I want you to put our system to the test, okay? So we have a free 30 days. Now imagine checking out the system for the rest of June. Imagine we can get flights in July. Some airlines are talking that way. July or August, you're going on a free holiday. Imagine that. Pretty powerful. Thank you for being here. I hope that has made sense, and I hope you're as excited as me. I'm just going to stop sharing. Does anyone have any questions at all? Feel free to unmute yourself. Does anyone have any questions?
Thank you, Paul. That was brilliant.
Thank you.
How does
Catherine?
everybody feel about this? Have you got any questions that you'd like to ask?
Hey,
Well,
Becky,
I
didn't
do,
see.
but I've sent it to, you know, there's an email you could send questions to.
Yes.
I have sent questions. It's basically because of the virus, the pandemic virus at the moment. Is it the same price to join?
Yes, it remains the same, because nothing changed. Yeah, because nothing changes for us. If anything, we're in a better position. Not a better position, because it's heartbreaking what's happening. I'm not belittling that. But because the membership it's not necessarily for travel tomorrow, but you can use this membership in 6 to 12 months. Up to in 2 years, if you want to do
so
that.
that goes for the hotelsite.com as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Nice to
Thank
see you.
you.
Nice to see you on here, Yvonne.
Yeah, I do tend to come on now and then because I thought I'd
Yeah.
just come and support you and see what is, what's going on.
Thank you.
So
Yeah, it's good to see
I'm
you.
going for a jog stroke walk when I finish here later. So
Lovely. Okay. Sounds
yeah,
good.
yeah, but
Does anyone else have any questions? Anything you want to chat about?
Any questions, Anne? Yes, actually, I would like to know how do we proceed if someone is interested in working
Yeah.
together? How does it work? So for me, it's important to know, is there a link where you can register? Is there more information about the progress of your work? How does this just a few more questions about practical information.
Yeah, of course. That's absolutely fine. The way that you would go forward is you would speak to the person that's brought you on the call today, and they'll be
Yeah.
able to send you a link.
Yeah.
And then you can register for free and check out everything. But whilst you're looking at all of that, what we would also do, the person that's introduced you would have a chat with you and either me or anyone else that.
Okay.
And
Okay.
you would never, I mentioned that we hold your hand all the way. We absolutely do. We would never expect you to give information that I've given tonight. You would always speak with someone else as well. So if you had someone that was interested, you would have a sort of three-way chat and then arrange a conversation for the three of you, which you can do on Messenger or even on Zoom, and just have a chat about how it's going to suit them. It wouldn't be up to you to do that, especially when you're just starting, because it takes time to learn these things.
Yeah, it's a whole new word for me. Yes, actually, yes.
Yeah.
It's quite difficult to really have a clear view on what's going on.
I know.
There are a lot of opportunities, but okay, for me, I want to find something sustainable.
Yes, I think
This absolutely is.
and that's exactly what I was looking for. And this was before our current situation. So I've been in the business almost 2 years. And at that time, I mean, I've been in network marketing probably since 2013-ish. And I've never really found a company that ticks all the boxes. Now, I'm not just saying that because I've been in two companies that were, I'm gonna say the word unfortunately, but they were scams.
Go ahead.
And I think anyone that's in the industry has been there at some point. You've been bluffed, and you've trusted something and it's not worked. And I've been there, and I was at the point where I was just gonna give up, really. I didn't want to go down. I was considering going back to work and all, because I gave up work in 2015. I was considering going back to work because I'd just had my fourth child as well, and I was just like, what am I going to do? And this came along, and I am one of those people that will research everything, and I checked everything out. And what I saw, I was like, wow, this is mind-blowing. But that also made me think, is this too good to be true? So I actually tried it out for free to start with as well. And it took me a matter of days before I jumped straight in, just a matter of days, because I could see the ethics of the CEO, for example, are incredible. He's got children, and it's a very family orientated sort of business. And the stability of it, we've been around 8 years, over 8 years. We're not going anywhere. Usually companies that start might be around 2 or 3 years at maximum, but we've been around over 8 years, and we continue to grow. And that's something, over the 2 years I've been in the company, that's something that's really reassured me, because they're not sort of giving us this, that, and the other, and stopping there. They're continually offering more as they're growing as a business, and it's really reassuring. Yeah. So I do understand where you're coming from, Catherine, with that.
Yeah, but actually, I'm a self-made woman.
Yep.
I've came across a lot of difficult projects.
Yep.
I've started my own business in 2015 as a freelance virtual assistant.
Yes. Yeah.
I took a lot of courses, so I've educated myself to some level. But for the moment, it's really actually really hard in Belgium to find a challenging project.
Yeah.
You know.
Have you looked at anything else in particular?
Excuse me?
Have you looked at other projects before this one? Is there anything that you've...
No. It's quite new for me to go online and to have. Yes, for me it's very new. It's also because I'm someone. I want to be myself. I want to be authentic. I'm looking for projects with a certain sustainability.
Absolutely.
Also, yeah. I'm not. I'm 57, so for me it's really important to find projects which are sustainable.
Yeah.
And also for which is the how do I say it? I'm also someone who loves to have a lot of different challenges.
Yeah.
So I'm also someone who loves to be challenged.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah.
I
So
do. Yeah.
I'm not afraid of new things, but
Good.
on the other hand, no, really not. This was the conversation I had with my son yesterday. I'm saying, the unknown for me is really a challenge. But at 57, you think, okay.
Yeah. Think you might be taking a break, but no, not for Catherine.
It's
good for you. That's amazing. I love that idea.
I'm not afraid of learning new things. I'm not afraid of discovering new things. Not at all. But at the other hand, I'm not a cowboy. You know?
Yeah.
I'm not a cowboy.
No, you wouldn't find. No, I wouldn't ever consider a company that was run by cowboys. So no, I understand that.
It's all about sustainability, trust,
trust,
also
authenticity,
trust, and also offering services which are really at a certain level.
Yeah. So when you say at a certain level, what are you meaning?
Well, trusty word.
Say again.
Trusty word.
Okay. Trustworthy.
Trustworthy. Yes.
I understand. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I'm thinking we absolutely are, but we've got a few people that are in our company on the call right now. So rather than hear it from me, Mahmouda, would you like to explain?
Yes. Well, Catherine, you're saying about trustworthy. My daughter was supposed to be going to Cancun on the 6th of June. And because of the pandemic, that's obviously been cancelled. The company gave her full points back and a full refund in the hotel taxes without any quibble. She sent one email saying, "Oh, I think I'm going to cancel." And they were like, "Fine, that's okay. If you want to cancel, we will deal with it." And within 48 hours, she had everything back. That's how trustworthy this company is.
Yes.
And she's not the only one. There's a few members on here that have had money back and points back. And it's all been with no quibble. We've had absolutely no hassle getting a refund. So that just made my daughter very happy, because yes, I'm a member and I'm doing this as a business now. I wasn't planning on to do it as a business, but two of my daughters are members and they're just doing it for their own holidays. so that they can
Yeah.
have cheaper holidays and enjoy
Yeah.
themselves. They're not
I
interested in
understand.
doing it as a
Yeah.
business.
Mhm.
And for my daughter to lose money would have been absolutely horrendous for me and her. So to
Mhm.
know that that safety is there, that we can trust the company to do right by us, is just amazing.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
I'm going to tell you about another example, Catherine. I know not everyone's got the camera on. Oh, there's some cameras coming on. Can anyone, we were due to go to Tenerife on Thursday with this company. I can't even remember the percentage off, but we literally paid a tiny amount to go to the Hard Rock Cafe in Tenerife. No, the Hard Rock Hotel, which is part of the Hard Rock franchise. It's absolutely beautiful 5-star hotel. We were
Mhm.
meant to go on Thursday. We were meant
yeah,
to fly out on Thursday. So everyone's
Sad
really
times.
upset. But none of us, and I'm a little bit surprised about this, none of us have gone to our CEO and said what's happening with our money, because they still have our money, but we know it's going to be changed, it's going to be rearranged. We've still got other holiday, because we have holidays as a company, which is amazing. Really
Business trips.
business trips, yes, of course. But they're really low cost, because there's so many of us. We're in a really fortunate position. So I think we've got Ibiza, haven't we, in August? So I'm pretty sure that'll be going ahead. So they're going to have to rearrange the Tenerife one. But I tell you, I don't know about you guys, but it's not even crossed my mind to ask anyone, because I know that we'll be going. It's just that we physically are not allowed to right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
No.
we're having that confidence with the company. I completely understand that.
Mhm. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
And it's not just holidays, it's also this, the team here. For me, it's made such a difference in my life. Like I said, I was widowed 13 years ago, and this last year being in this company has made me feel happier. So it's an emotional thing as well. First of all, you're enjoying holidays, you're having a good time, but we have a good time together as well. We all try and meet up, we go out. We were in Manchester just before the lockdown. We had a whale of a time in Manchester. So there's Gina, Stacey, Paula, Shell, Charlotte. We were all in Manchester together. Had a really good time. So there is a very community feel about it as well
Mhm.
as saving money.
Yeah, you get all the good. There isn't really a bad. There isn't a bad. It's just
Mhm.
an amazing place to be. So yeah, it's exciting.
I don't know
Okay.
if Becky's able to come online. Becky, can you come off mute?
Hey,
Hiya, Becky.
Becky.
Now,
Hello.
Becky, this lovely lady, has had a lot of holidays through the company.
Are
She
you
had, was
are
it
you
4
jet
trips last
skiing
year?
or something, Becky?
It looks amazing.
It's my first
Sorry,
weekend.
Mahmood.
I was kayaking.
Okay.
But come on, Becky, tell us about you.
Me, so I joined the company purely for myself to start with. I joined because of my hobby. I race triathlons and wanted a better way to be able to get around the world and enjoy my hobby. I've taken 2 dreamcations, and then I've also used the wholesale hotel portal and saved lots of money, and I've really enjoyed it, and I love the team that I work with.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
So
you,
there's more to
Becky.
it than just holidays. There's making money, saving money, making friends. There's so much more to this company than just meets the eye.
I know. I mean, some people, it depends what you go into business for, and people's reasons to go into business are always going to be different, and they're always going to be individual.
Mhm.
Some people go into business because they want a legacy. So I want to be able to pass my company on to my
Yeah.
children, so they never have to worry. Which I can. You can do that with this company. You can leave it in your will to your children, which is what I'll be doing. But some people want to go into business for themselves, so they've got something for themselves. And that's a really big thing. I mean, I've got 4 children, been working from home since 2015. And yes, I'm married, but I didn't really, and yes, I've got my gorgeous children, but I didn't really have anything that made me me. I was just mum or wife. And I wanted something that made me like, I'm here too, you know? And some people want that, and it's a really powerful thing to have. Some people just want the money. They just want a few £100 a month. They want life-changing money, and it's always different reasons. Sometimes people just want the holidays. There's people within our team that just purely use the membership. And that's what I love about it, the variation. We've got such options now with this company. It's it's a pretty good place.
Okay.
Okay, so does anyone else have any other questions?
Yeah, Paula.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. I'm Gina's friend.
Yeah.
I'm just my thing is about UK. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done lots of chatting to everyone, and all my friends and colleagues at the moment are saying no, they don't want to go away, or they're only going in the UK.
Yes.
So, and to be honest, I'm a bit nervous about flying.
Yeah.
And my mum's really ill, so for the next year or so, I'm not likely to be able to fly myself. So for me, it's about UK opportunities.
Okay.
I know a lot of people will go away, but the majority that I've done, I've done some Facebook stuff, you know, chatting to people. The majority are coming back at the moment and saying UK only. So I want to know like how I could promote that, and also like,
absolutely,
where to go for that.
And I'm sorry to hear about your mum.
Yeah,
absolutely, that's fine. I mean, I went away at half term in the UK with my children, and it cost me £8 to go for a week.
Yeah.
So we've got, and that was Norfolk Broads. We have stuff come through in Wales. There's a couple in Scotland. We do have in Wales, there's Shell, she's Welsh. And we do have UK based resorts as well. And they're beautiful. The one we stayed at was absolutely stunning. So yeah, we can cover the UK as well, because people are talking about staycations, aren't they? Sort of staying within the UK.
Yeah.
So that's something that we can accommodate as well. But what we do have with the company, we have what's called the wholesale portal with our membership. It just comes with a standard with some of our memberships, with different membership levels, and you get this wholesale portal, and what that gives you, it's basically a search engine just like Trivago. And when you do a search in it, though, it brings back the prices at wholesale prices. So it's programmed to only bring back wholesale prices. So we have almost any hotel you can imagine, because it's the same search engine that the other guys have that are online. It's just our prices are wholesale. So we've still got UK options across the board for everyone. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Mama G smiling. Right, well, I think I'm going to wrap it up. It's 9:20. Thank you so much for jumping on tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Audrey.
Thank you.
What I would say to do is get back to the person that introduced you as soon as you can. Have a look at this for the whole of June, and then see how you feel, because who knows what could happen in July, August. Those flights they're going to open up at some point. And if you're ready to take that on board by then, when people start to travel, you are going to have people flocking. So it's worth considering. But thank you so much for jumping on. It's really lovely to see you, and I will see you on the beaches of the world. Bye.
Thanks, Paula.
Thank you, Paula.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.